Hello students, we are doing this topic limits and derivatives. So far we have already done limits and for that you can watch my previous videos. So today let us start the next topic, that is derivatives. First of all, the question arises, what is this derivatives? Derivatives is the rate of change in one variable with respect to the change in the another variable. What does it mean? Suppose I have a function fx is equal to x square. Suppose I am taking fx is equal to y. If fx is equal to y means y is equal to x square. If I keep on changing the value of the y, ultimately there will be a change in the value of the if I keep on changing in the value of x, then there will be the change in the value of y also. So this rate of change in the value of y with respect to the change in value of x is known as the differentiation. So let us take different values of x. If I take x is equal to 0, then 0 square means 0. So fx, because y means fx, that is also 0. If I give the value 1 to x, then it is 1 square, so it will be 1. If this is 2, x is 2, then this will be 2 square, y means this fx will become 4. 3 means 9. So we can see as we are changing the values of x, values of this fx is equal to y are also changing. Okay. Now, suppose if it is x, then it is fx. I know that if it is x, then it is fx. I am making a little bit change in x. If I show it to you graphically, suppose there is a graph, the same graph, if this I am taking from here, then this will be like this. Okay, this is x, this is y. If it is x, then its corresponding value is here fx, you can see. And if this is x plus delta x plus h, suppose x plus h, this is your h. So what it would be? X plus h. Ultimately there will be change in this also. तो अब यहाँ पर x की जगह क्या पुट कर दिया हमने? We have put this value x plus h. So this is fx plus h. This is fx plus h. This is fx. Okay. This is x and this is x plus h. And this is a little small change. H is the small change we have made in the value of x. So if this is x plus h, then this will be fx plus h. What I told you, what is the derivative? Derivative or differentiation means both are same. What is derivative? Derivative means the change in value of y with respect to, this is with respect to change in value of x. And this derivative is used to find the instantaneous speed. There are two types of speed. One is the average speed, the other one is the instantaneous speed. Means what is the speed of a particular moving vehicle at a particular point. If you want to find out that, for that this can be calculated with the help of this derivative only. So now it is represented change in y with respect to the change in the value of x, dy by dx. Change in y with respect to change in x. This is represented by dy by dx. So now what is the change? If I look here, if I am taking these two, change in y, what is the change in y? This much is the change in y. How can I calculate this? What is the value of this? This can be calculated fx plus h minus fx. This minus this. What is this? Fx plus h. minus fx. So you will get the value of this change divided by change in x. How much is the change in x? We can find out. This is x plus h and this is x. So if we subtract these two, we will get this change. So this is x plus h minus x. Okay. So now it would become dy by dx is equal to, this x will be cancelled by this minus x. So you will be left this fx plus h minus fx upon h. If beta we will make this h very small, if we keep on decreasing this, it is negligible. If it is approximately equal to 0, it means this, if x plus h is coming very close, very close to this x, then ultimately this fx plus h will also come very close to fx plus h will come very close to fx. Okay. So, but there is the change, but this change, if this change becomes very small, very small, in that case this is called derivative. Let me explain you with the help of one example to find out the instantaneous speed. As I told you, this is the time. To find out the speed, you take the graph of distance and time. Distance and time. Suppose at 0 time the vehicle is covering 0 distance and it's a linear graph. Linear means the straight line graph. Suppose this is the value of x and then this is the value of the y, and this is x, fx. If this is, now what is this, x plus h, then x plus h. So it would be fx plus h. But when this x plus h comes very close to x, when it would happen, when this h, value of h will be very small, it will be negligible, it will be approximately equal to 0 but not exactly equal to 0. At that time this x and x plus h will be very close to each other. At that time this fx plus h will come closer to this fx. So at that time, if we find out what is the difference, what is the rate of change of the value of this fx with respect to the change in the value of this time, means how much distance is changing there, what is the change in the rate of change in the distance with respect to the change in the time at that time. This is t1, suppose this is t, this is t plus h, this is t plus h, because here at this time I am taking time and I am representing time as t. So when this time becomes very change in time is negligible, at that time this means this h is going very small, h is going approximately equal to 0. At this time this will be the instantaneous speed. So this is called derivative. This is called derivative. So dy by dx is equal to f of x plus h minus fx upon h, when h is this limit, h is tending to 0. This is called your first principle. First principle to find derivative of a function. Okay. So let us now will try to find out the derivative of few functions. And the students, so now we will find out the derivative of different functions with respect to x by using the first principle. So we represent it by f dash x. F dash x means dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x. Now it is, as I told you just now, limit h tends to 0, fx plus h minus fx upon h. You have to learn it. Let me do it for first of all when fx is equal to x raised to power n. Now you are to find the derivative of this function. So first of all, write down x plus h. Replace this x by x plus h. So x plus h raised to power n. Okay. Now derivative means your f dash x. Write down the formula here. Write down the formula here. After writing the formula, put the values of now fx plus h. What is that? X plus h raised to power n minus fx. What is fx? That is x raised to power n upon h. If you put the value of h, if you put the limit which is extending to 0 here, then this is x plus 0 means x raised to power n minus x raised to power n is 0 and h, its limit is 0. So it is 0.0 form, indeterminate form. If we get, as we have already studied in limits, if you have not yet studied it so far, so please watch my videos of limits first of all. So whenever the indeterminate form comes, then what to do? We factorize it, rationalize it, or we use the standard forms. So this, as we know, is it can be solved by using one of the standard form. What is that? That standard form is x tends to x tends to a, x raised to power n minus a raised to power n upon x minus a is equal to n a raised to power n minus 1. n a raised to power n minus 1. ये उससे मैच कर रहा है, ये देखिए. But here the denominator is not of that type. Then what to do? We know here it should be, in the denominator should be x plus h. X plus h means if it should be like this, x minus a. So it should be like x plus h, then minus x it should be. So I am rewriting it like this, x plus h raised to power n minus x raised to power n. मैंने क्या किया, इसमें h में प्लस कर दिया x और माइनस कर दिया x. Question is not changed. तो आप ये देखिए, ये ऐसे हो गया. Now both of these are same. Now it is exactly like this. Limit क्या होना चाहिए? x is tending to a means x plus h. This x plus h is tending to a. ऐसे होता है ना, x is tending to a. तो x plus h is tending to x होना चाहिए. x plus h tending to x. x cancel by x, तो h is tending to 0. It means it is exactly, अगर आप यहाँ पर plus x कर दो, यहाँ भी plus x कर दो, लिमिट भी उसको मैच कर रही है. Limit is also matching. So okay, now I can apply this formula. So what is this n? n आ गया. a की जगह क्या है आपके पास? x. Okay. Now raised to power n minus 1. So this is the derivative. This is the derivative of x raised to power n. This we will use as the standard formula. So I am writing here d by dx. These are the standard formulas I am writing, and later on we will use all these in the next exercise. We will use it directly as the standard form. X raised to power n is equal to n x raised to power n minus 1. Let me tell you students, if you are asked to find out the derivative of any function by using the first principle, then you are not allowed to use any formula directly. तब इसको आप डायरेक्टली नहीं यूज कर सकते हो. लेकिन वैसे हमें बोला जाए डिफरेंशिएट एनी फंक्शन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x, इट इज नॉट रिटन दैट यू आर टू differentiate with by using the first principle. In that case you can use it directly. अच्छा, इसी फॉर्मूले से डायरेक्टली हम कुछ फॉर्मूले और भी लिखते हैं. सपोज ये x रेज़ टू पावर n का डेरिवेटिव अब हमने समझ लिया कि ये है x रेज़ टू पावर n इज इक्वल टू n x रेज़ टू पावर n माइनस 1. इसी फॉर्मूले से अगर मैं लिखूँ d बाई डी एक्स, x का डेरिवेटिव, ओके, x का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? x की पावर कितनी है? 1. तो n पावर बाहर आ गई, x और you will reduce the power by 1 means 1 minus 1. So 1 x raised to power 0, that is equal to 1 because x raised to power 0 is also 1. So this is 1. So derivative of directly, if we are to write out the x with respect to x, किसी भी वेरिएबल का डेरिवेटिव उसी के विद रिस्पेक्ट टू निकालेंगे तो 1 होगा। अच्छा, कांस्टेंट का डेरिवेटिव निकालना है, किसी भी कांस्टेंट का डेरिवेटिव निकालना है। सपोज मुझे a का डेरिवेटिव निकालना है, ये तो फॉर्मूला है, मुझे a का निकालना है, a, ठीक है। तो जब तक इसके we are to find out the derivative of a with respect to x, ऐसा है ना। तो हम इसमें d by dx, हम यहाँ पर x है नहीं और हमें we are to find out the derivative with respect to x, तो हम इसको x raised to power 0 लिख लेते हैं, नहीं है ना। तो a को a into 1 लिख लिया, 1 को x raised to power 0 कर लिया। तो ये तो कांस्टेंट है, कांस्टेंट का तो डेरिवेटिव होता नहीं, बाहर कर दो इसको, d by dx x raised to power 0। अब इसका डेरिवेटिव निकालेंगे a, as per the formula आपका पावर आपको you will write as the factor, okay, into 0 x की power 0 minus 1। If we multiply any number with 0, that becomes 0। तो कांस्टेंट का डेरिवेटिव क्या आ गया, 0 आ गया। तो हम इसको एज अ फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे, d by dx ऑफ कांस्टेंट, ठीक है, एनी कांस्टेंट दैट इज इक्वल टू 0। इज इट क्लियर? हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स, लेट अस ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस फंक्शन f(x) is equal to root x by using the first principle। Using the first principle if it is given, then we'll write it as f(x) plus h। This can be written as x raised to power 1 by 2 and f(x) plus h, x को we will replace by x plus h raised to power 1 by 2। Then we will write down the formula for the derivative for first principle। So it would become f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0। So now what is f(x) plus h? This is x plus h raised to power 1 by 2 minus this x 1 by 2, this f(x) is this। So now after this, as we have done in my previous x raised to power n in that question, so we will add plus add x and subtract x, okay। Then by applying this formula, what it would become, n is your 1 by 2, then what is a, that is x, 1 by 2 minus 1, so it would become 1 by 2 x raised to power minus 1 by 2, okay। So it would become 1 by 2 x raised to power 1 by 2, so it will be written like this। So we can use it as the direct formula, d by dx of root x is equal to 1 by 2 into the question as it is, 1 by 2, this is the question, so it is as it is। Now let us find out the derivative of function 1 by x। So f(x) plus h is 1 upon x plus h, then write the formula, okay। formula लिखने के बाद f dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0। What is the value of f(x) plus h? This is 1 upon x plus h minus f(x), this is 1 upon x upon h, this is upon h, I can write it like this, 1 upon h, okay। So now limit h tends to 0, take the LCM of these two, x plus h। Students, let me tell you one thing, whatever comes here in the denominator, no need to multiply it, never ever multiply these two if you are finding the derivative by using the first principle, okay। Now simplify only the numerator, so x into 1 is x minus, this will be minus x minus h into, this is 1 by h, so x and minus x are cancelled, so now you are left with limit h tends to 0 minus h upon, this is minus h and this is x into x plus h, no need to multiply these two, I am again telling you, into 1 by h, so this h is cancelled, so you are left with limit h tends to 0 minus 1 upon x into x plus h। Now you apply the value of the limit, means h is approaching to 0, apply it here, so when h is 0, then it would become x into x plus 0, so it would be minus 1 upon x raised to power 2। So now we can use it directly, d by dx into derivative of 1 by x is equal to whatever is the power of this function। देखो x की पावर यहाँ क्या थी 1, उसको माइनस लगा के यहाँ लिखा -1 and increase this power by 1. This is minus 1 upon x. This many times you will use it directly. Many times you will use it directly for later on in your 12th class, because the same formula whatever we are doing here, the same formula will be used in class 12th as it is. So that's why I am writing all these separately here, and in 11th class also in our next exercise we will use it all these formula directly. But when it is written you find by using the first principle, then we have to do all this and to find out the derivative. This is your answer. Otherwise we can do it by using this formula, this, but derivative of all these functions we can find out directly by using this formula. Like here, if it is 1 upon x, what does it mean? X raised to power minus 1. And if you are to find out the derivative of this function by using this formula, then minus 1 means n means minus 1. X raised to power n minus 1 means minus 1 minus 1. So it is minus 1 x raised to power minus 2. So it would become minus 1 upon x raised to power 2. It is exactly same. Okay. So whatever this we can directly find out by using this. So I am taking only the derivative of algebraic functions. So I have taken question number 4 of exercise 13.2 of your NCERT book. This is the first part. Otherwise there are derivatives of trigonometric functions also. But in this lecture I am taking the derivatives, how we can find out the derivatives of algebraic functions by using the first principle. And trigonometric functions we will do in our next lecture. So this is x cube minus 27. You have to find out the derivative of this. Otherwise, to verify, we can verify it by using this formula. But here we have to do it by, we have to find the derivative by using first principle. So x plus h raised to power 3 minus, here is no x, so write it as it is. Now f dash x, don't forget to write the formula, because formula also carries marks in exams. So this is equal to limit x tends to 0. This is x plus h. What is the value of fx plus h? This is minus 27, then minus, then fx, this is x cube minus 27 raised divided by h. So if you open it, you need to open it. Of course you need to open it. What it would become? A plus b whole cube. So this is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. You will apply this formula. Minus 27 minus this x cube plus 27 and upon this is h. You can see here, students, now this x cube cancelled by minus x cube. Okay, minus 27 cancelled by plus 27. So whatever is left, you write that. That is limit x tends to 0. Whatever is left, this and this, you can see h is common from them. So take this h common. So you are left with 3x square plus 3xh plus h square upon h. This equal to why we expanded it? Why didn't we use this value of the limit here directly? Because if we are putting it directly, then we are getting the value, getting 0.0 form. That's why I have expanded it. So now h is cancelled by h. The factor because of which we were getting 0.0 form, that is cancelled. Now put the value of h. This is 3x square plus 3x into 0 plus 0 square. So we obtained this 3x square. So our answer is f dash x is equal to 3x square. It is to find out the derivative of x minus 1, x minus 2. First of all, by using the first principle again it is. So if I multiply this x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. So now fx plus h. Wherever is x, replace that by x plus h in this function. So this is x plus h square minus 3x plus h plus 2. So now write the formula and then put the values. This is x plus h whole square minus 3x plus h. Don't forget to write this limit h is tending to 0 plus 2 minus fx. Fx is x square minus 3x plus 2 upon h. Okay. So this is limit h tends to 0. Open it, x square plus x square. Because if we directly apply the limit, you can see it. You will get the 0.0 form. That's why we need to open it. This is 2xh minus 3x plus 2 minus x square, because minus sign is here. So we will change the signs here. Now whatever can be cancelled, cancel that. Minus 3x minus x square plus x square. So whatever is left, write that h square plus 2xh minus 3h upon h. Now take h common. Throughout h is common, take it out common. So this is h plus 2x minus 3 upon h. H cancelled by h. So what is left? Put the limit. This is 0 plus 2x minus 3. Because here there is no h. There is no h. So write them as it is. So your derivative is 2x minus 3. This is your final answer. Next function is 1 upon x square. This is the third part of fourth question of exercise 13.2. So now fx plus h will become 1 upon x plus h whole square. Okay. So now after that write down the formula and then put the values. Fx plus h is 1 upon x plus h whole square minus what is fx? 1 upon x square, because this is you can see rational function. So write down this h as 1 upon h. Otherwise it becomes very complicated to look here. So now we will take the LCM. This will be multiplied with this x plus h whole square will be multiplied with this x square. No need to multiply there in the denominator. Actually करके दिखाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. No need of calculations there in the denominator. जो भी calculation करेंगे सिर्फ numerator में करेंगे. I am repeating it. So now this x square will go to this side minus, and this will go to this side, x plus h whole square into 1 by h. If you will follow simple whatever the points I am telling you, then these questions are very easy to do. Calculation becomes very easy, otherwise it is difficult. Calculation will become otherwise lengthy for you. So now this is cancelled. So whatever is common, minus h is common from this and this. Minus h is common, so what is left here? H plus, and from here minus h is common, so 2x plus 2x is left, and x plus h whole square into x square into 1 by h. This h is cancelled. That factor which causes 0.0 form to come, that is cancelled. So now put the value of this limit. So this is minus 0 plus 2x upon, this is x plus 0 square into x square. So it would become minus 2x upon x square into x square. 1x will be cancelled. So minus 2 into x square into x. This will be cancelled now. So this is minus 2 upon x cube. So this is your answer. This is the derivative of your f. You can see this is f. Now fourth part of fourth question. This is the function x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Now f of x plus h क्या हो जाएगा? Replace x by x plus h. Okay. Now write down the formula. After that put the values. Fx plus h is this. Now what is the value of fx? Into 1 by h. Upon h means 1 upon h, because this is already in the form of a rational function. So now we will take the LCM. X plus h minus 1 into x minus 1. This will be multiplied with this. X plus h plus 1 multiplied with x minus 1 minus, this is x plus 1 multiplied with x plus h minus 1 into इंटू 1/h। यहाँ थोड़ी कैलकुलेशन आपकी लंबी है, ठीक है। तो लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0, first of all we will multiply this x by x minus 1, this would become x square minus x, then h will be multiplied plus hx minus h, then this 1 will be multiplied x minus 1, then minus put the bracket, otherwise there will be some errors in the signs, so it's better to put the bracket। x को multiply करेंगे, this is x square plus hx minus x, then 1 will be multiplied, then x plus h minus 1 upon, no need to multiply in the denominator as I told you earlier, calculation बिल्कुल नहीं करनी है denominator में, आपने leave it as it is into 1/h, this don't forget to write down this 1/h, then limit h tends to 0, if you open this bracket the signs will be changed, so open the bracket, ये प्लस था माइनस हो गया, ये प्लस था माइनस, ये माइनस वाला प्लस हो गया, प्लस वाला माइनस हो जाएगा, प्लस वाला माइनस हो जाएगा, ये प्लस हो जाएगा। नाउ कैंसिल 1 minus 1 कैंसिल, माइनस एक्स प्लस एक्स कैंसिल, नाउ माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर कैंसिल, प्लस एक्स माइनस एक्स कैंसिल, प्लस एच एक्स माइनस एच एक्स कैंसिल, सो व्हाट इज दैट, माइनस एच, so minus 2h upon x plus h minus 1, x minus 1 into 1/h, so this h is cancelled by h, so now put the value of the limit। अगर हम लिमिट की वैल्यू अभी तो चलो let it write as it is minus 2 upon x plus h minus 1 and x minus 1, so if we put this limit h tending to 0, then it would be x plus 0 minus 1, x minus 1, so it would become minus 2, x minus 1, x minus 1, so it would be minus 2 upon x minus 1 whole square, this is your answer। In my next video I will tell you how to find out the derivative of the trigonometric functions by using the first principle।